Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard, welcome back to Taiko World Cup 2023. The Grand Finals is going to take place. The end of the road has been reached and only 2 teams remain. I hope you're all excited to see how this endgame is going to go as we see the final 2 teams clash. I am Beat43210 and today I'll be watching Japan versus Taiwan clash against each other alongside with Teasel.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me. And of course, we can't go into this match without explaining that this is Japan's potential 10th win in a row of the Taiko World Cup. They have been an absolutely dominant team since the very beginning, but taking first place non-stop from 2014. So, yeah, the absolutely amazing team, and they're going to be attempting that once again. But Taiwan is another team that has been in the spotlight a lot. They have been 5th place 5 times, and all 5 of those times were in a row from 2015 to 2019. So their 6th opportunity to try take that first place from Japan. So definitely going to be an exciting match.
Now these 2 teams have clashed previously last week. It wasn't a good time for Taiwan. They did end up getting swept 7-0. But new week, new pool, and absolutely freshed up from probably one of the most spectacular tiebreaker clashes in World Cup history. I think we will give Taiwan a bit of revival to focus their energy on their final match.
And looks like the teams are really ready and prepared for this one. Japan banning Nomad 5. They saw Stu's performance yesterday and absolutely do not want to chance it. And Taiwan going with the hidden one bet.
Alright, the picks are coming in real hot. Oh man, they're going with Hard Rock 1 to open things up. Man, we didn't even get time to talk about everything. We'll talk about everything else later, I guess.
Yep. Alright, so this is the slower kind of hard rock map, more technically focused.
So, yeah, this is a 3v3 matchup, of course. If you're tuning in for the first time, let me give you guys a quick rundown of how Taiko World Cup will work. In this event, teams have been clashing each other over the last 6 weeks, which Japan and Taiwan remain. Japan is coming into this matchup with a bracket reset advantage, meaning they have to actually lose twice in a row in order to actually be knocked out from the tournament. Despite history and their unwillingness to lose a match in over 10 years, Taiwan is the latest challenger to try and take on Japan's dominant streak. Now, in the event that Taiwan can make it 7 points and somehow beat Japan, the match will start all over again. But if Japan can take 7 points from Taiwan, the tournament will end with Japan's 10th year in a row. They'll be playing in a 3v3, team sizes of 6. They both have banned immediately right off the bat, and here we go, the first song off 13. Possibly.
Yeah, we're going to be kicking it off with Akumiya, Nanas, and Saren for Japan, with Sev Goes To and Monkey D. Luffy for Taiwan.
100%. So, Hard Rock 1.
I don't think I've ever seen that bug before, where it just says everyone misses before the match even starts.
No, that's just client trolling.
I mean, yeah, but I've never seen it before.
It does happen a fair amount of the time. But what can you do, right?
We love a little bit of silliness here.
We love a little tomfoolery, as they say. So, Taiwan opening up with Hard Rock 1.
Yeah, generally teams decide to start off with the map they feel they have the best opportunity to take a point from. Just because getting that first point onto the board can be really important for the mental, just kind of getting the flow going. So, this is probably going to be one of Taiwan's best team performances overall. But so far, Japan are in the lead already, despite a miss already from Nanas.
Although Nanas' miss is going to be keeping Taiwan very close for the time being, as all 3 of them are working together with such a formidable task at hand.
Yeah, overall, Taiwan's struggling a bit more with the accuracy. You see Akumiya and Saren both well into the 99 really comfortably. And Monkey D. Luffy picks up the first miss for Taiwan. Akumiya does trade it though.
And now, if Saren picks up a miss, things are going to go very well for Taiwan. But it's such a tall order. Although Saren actually has one of the lowest accuracies on the Japanese side, sitting at about 98.5%. So the potential is there.
Yeah, we've seen Taiwan pull off some absolutely crazy things already this weekend, so as long as they just keep within range of taking the score back and just picking up on any misses and mistakes that Japan makes, that is probably one of the best positions they can be in.
And halfway through, Taiwan is certainly still in the fight. But the accuracy is getting to the Taiwanese side just a little bit.
Oh, and big misses from Stu, unfortunately. Nanas does trade the low.
Alright.
And barely comes out on top of that trade. But Monkey Luke picks up the combo drop as well.
And will we see a further miss from the Japanese side?
Does not look like it.
Nope. And Japan's going to slowly start to build on that combo momentum. How little it is. It is still 70,000 points separating the two teams going into the final quarter of the map. Saren, Sevgo, the only two players left on a full combo.
Yeah, we have a repeat of the intro patterns here. Going into the outro of the map. There's not a whole lot of time for Taiwan to be taking their first pick already, and things are looking really great for Japan.
Oh, that speed up catching Monkey D. Luffy off guard. And Japan looking incredibly tight as they bring home the point.
Yeah, we do have some more technical stuff going on, but I'm not sure if there's enough time left for Taiwan to be taking the lead back, especially with a couple more misses from Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah, and I think that's going to give Japan the first point of the match.
Yeah, kicking off with a break point already. Two really nice full combos as well, Saren and Sevgo. But, you know, the worst miscount being 18 on the Grand Finals hard rock is still very, very incredible.
And Saren getting a very nice 41-100 full combo. Sevgo follows it up with an 88-100 FC himself. Both of them playing absolutely phenomenally there.
Okay, now that we should hopefully have a tiny bit of time, I think it's really important to note that Japan, not only have they won every match to get to this point, they have won every map. They have not lost a single point this entire tournament, this whole year.
Yeah,
So,
the 3v3 format, for all of the glory and excitement it may bring, it has come up with the major trade-off that, you know, Japan was already incredibly strong with two players on the board. Put a third one in there, and every team so far in this tournament that they faced hasn't been able to poke any sort of an attack, not even once. And
so that's probably Taiwan's main goal here as well. Like, if they can just get that 1 point off of Japan, that is already such a monumental thing for this year.
yeah, but Japan has been very dominant, in particular when it comes to the Fremont pool. We saw last week in finals, they absolutely destroyed the Fremont pool itself. Taiwan never even had a chance to poke an attack, not because of their performances, it's just that they just had so many mods on the board that they weren't going to possibly have an opening that was given by the Japanese side.
Yeah, so we're gonna go with free mod 1. Don't quite know what's happening on the stream. There we go. Things are fixed now. So yeah, free mod 1.
Stream's doing a little trolling. Saren has 0%, and so does Grape Tea.
So this
And
is
everybody else.
This is actually the first
There you go.
time that
Japan has
we're
14 points, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the first time that we're seeing a non-triple hidden hard rock from Japan. They decided to... They're
my
playing
God,
it very
Taiwan
safe
out in
this
front.
time. 2 hidden hard rocks and 1
Wait, what? Okay, sure.
Yeah, Great T is all just for hidden. perhaps just able to get that better score with just hitting alone. But yeah, definitely a big mod advantage for Japan as Taiwan only have a hard rock, another hard rock, and a hidden rock. So about an extra 120,000 score in favor of Japan already.
Yeah, Japan, they do have a 12% score advantage heading into this, and a little bit more now that Sepgo has picked up a miss.
It does come at the cost of the map just being more difficult. So there is always the possibility of overmodding. But so far, both of the players with the hidden hard rock are doing really, really well. Actually, both of them still with full combos above 99%.
And Japan absolutely holding on incredibly strong. Halfway through the song, no one's picked up a miss yet. Taiwan desperately trying to catch up here, but they're already down by 120,000 points. With half of the song down already, pulling back is going to be incredibly tough, especially when your opponents are not even tripping up on the accelerated streams here.
Oh, huge miss from Stu and a couple from Monkey Wolfie as well. The score lead is now just so high, over 200,000 points in favor of Japan. Just have a third of the map left to go. So they're going to be running away with that for now.
Stu has picked up a miss there, but at this point, Taiwan is down over 250,000 points, if not 300,000 points now. This is incredibly dire for their chances.
Yeah, similarly to Taiwan's first pick, generally being the map they feel they have the best shot at winning over Japan. Japan are probably doing the same here, picking the map they feel they have the best chance to just bring the biggest score lead between them and Taiwan and taking the point. So, you know, it might look really, really bad, but, you know, they probably know that this is one of Taiwan's kind of overall weaknesses. I mean, look at those scores, they're still pretty good. So, you know, they just know that they can do better. Because Taiwan played a match yesterday versus Germany, and especially because that match got to tiebreaker, Japan have information on all of Taiwan's scores for like every map, except for the two that were banned and the one that wasn't played. So, you know, they just have so much more information to work with compared to Taiwan, who have nothing. On this pool anyway, they just have to take all of their information from the previous pools and just kind of apply it to this one.
Although, to be fair,
challenge.
I would say that because Taiwan has played Japan last week, there are a good number of maps that's very, very similar to last week's pool. And if that's the case, which it certainly is for a good number of the maps, Taiwan may have an estimate, but of course, estimate is not going to be as strong as an exact actual result that Japan has from Taiwan's encounter with Germany yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a fair assessment. And Taiwan are just gonna quickly jump to Nomad Blood Super Macaron.
Alright, who has the macaroni?
I don't have any.
The horror.
I forgot to win some.
My guy, we came here to celebrate the end of Taiko World Cup. How could you possibly do this? Isn't macarons like a British thing?
I think they're more French.
Maybe. Anyways, it's a European thing, dang it, and you're closer to me, so you should be able to get them easily. So.
Okay, yeah, they're French.
Alright, excellent. Anyways, let's kick things off here. Oh, Akumi with a huge miss at the start. What was that? Oh, but Smallwoo has absolutely tanked it back. We had our breaths held high for half a second.
This is also our first time seeing Camten in the lobby, so we'll be looking at them, see how they perform their first pick.
Yeah, Stu actually is doing pretty good halfway through, scoring a double S, and that double S is keeping Taiwan well and truly in the fight, especially as Great T has picked up a bit of a weird miss.
Yeah, the scores are really, really close. You see it kind of constantly trying to pull over to Taiwan, but with some misses from Sevco, it's going to be much sitting better for the side of Japan. Kantan and Smallwood trading misses there. Japan do have the lead. A third of the map left to go.
Yeah, so what, 50,000 points separating the two teams. Taiwan trying to do everything in their power to do it, but there's only so much that Stu can... Oh, Stu has just dropped. Oh no.
Yeah, final streams of the map, final cards, and Japan are going to be taking it.
Wow. And yeah, in less than 15 minutes, we have gone to a 3-0. Japan, you know, looking at last weekend was like, hey, why don't we do that again? And they're currently doing that, and that's a bit unfortunate for Taiwan's side, especially when they've had two choices already, and both of them had failed to execute. But, I mean, if you just look at the accuracies of the players, they're all relatively close to each other. You saw Stu doing pretty well. Great T had a good run as well. Can't go too far away from that result, I guess.
Yeah.
Now,
I was going to say, I'm not too sure where Japan are going to go, but we don't even need to think about that because they're going to make their pick immediately and go with No Mod 4, which is Explorer 4. By everyone's favorite artist, 2L.
I'm curious as to look. Traditionally, what Japan did last match with Taiwan last week, they just went through all the Fremonts and just crushed it. But this time around, Japan's not going with that route. I thought they would pick a Fremont map and just, you know, try the age-old tactic of just do what worked last week. But
yeah, that kind of seems that is what they have been doing throughout the whole tournament, and it looks like even Taiwan is a bit confused with this one. Probably a very unexpected kind of development, I guess.
Yeah, it is definitely on the odder side. But you know what? When you are as dominant of a country as you have been, you kind of can just do whatever you like. You know, you're not compelled to stick with the most optimal strategy. Maybe this is actually way more optimal. Maybe they recognize the weakness that Taiwan had last night.
Yeah, I guess you know, since Japan have kind of been pulling the same kind of picks, pick order kind of every week, perhaps they've decided to, you know, switch it up and just be a bit more unpredictable and just kind of also use that as a way to aid in throwing off Taiwan.
Yeah.
They're probably prepared to be playing one of the free mods right now, but oh, look at this, we're doing No Mod 4. Something completely different.
That's a pretty fair assessment with that. Anyways, here we go. This song is about 3 minutes in length. Do not be fooled by the 136 beats per minute. It may feel slow, but I assure you, it definitely won't play like one. Especially with how very awkward some of these snaps are.
Yeah, Taiwan did pick this against Germany yesterday, and all of their scores kind of ranged about 870k to 900k, so pretty good scores overall, but you know, Japan are the ones picking it this time. They're probably quite confident, especially as they have seen those scores in Taiwan.
Well, so far in the first quarter of the song, there hasn't really been too much that's separating the two sides.
Yeah, purely accuracy alone, we still see 2 double S's going for the first guy, Siren and Nas.
Although those double S's are very intimidating, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we had a a very close SS from Manguchi yesterday with 2 100, 0 misses. So perhaps today we will see the double S on this map.
You know what? I wonder if Japan is trying to take that as like a personal mission to try and beat Mitakuchi. Maybe the real twist all along is that they're trying to beat Mitakuchi's resolve.
Yeah, one of the
Maybe
players that really contends against the players from Japan, especially in a 1v1 setting. But overall, I think we're still seeing everyone on a full combo. Never mind Sepko picking up the first miss of the lobby.
Oh,
recovering
no.
really quickly.
But Sepko tragically has picked up the first miss.
Oh, we've lost both of the SSs. Oh, man.
And Stu has gone down as well with a miss himself. And Palermo has also picked up a miss. Meanwhile, on the Japanese side, they also have suffered tragic losses. The tragic losses of double S's between Saren and Nanas.
I believe Nanas is only on 1/100, I think. Oh, never mind.
He's now on a lot more than 1. More like on 5 now.
Manguchi's score just cannot be beaten. Another couple misses from Palermo, and this is looking like another really convincing point for Japan. They really know what they want to be picking, and having that knowledge of Taiwan's scores already, I think really aids in that.
So, yeah, there we go. And all throughout the second half of that song, Taiwan has unable to keep up with Japan's consistency. Absolutely killing consistency right there. 3 full combos with a total of 19 100s shared between 3 players.
I think looking at this and having the worst score be 990k is... I don't even know how to fully react to that, to be honest. Like, that those are not scores that should be... That should not be the weakest scorer on a team in the grand finals.
Alright.
One thing we also did see was it looks like Taiwan actually improved all of their scores from yesterday as well, which is pretty cool. So they've definitely been kind of putting in the practice for this match as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah, and
they really want to take that 1 point from Japan.
Maybe this is their next shot at getting a point from Japan. And they're going to go with Angel Salad. Mapped and composed. Mapped by N-Wolf, composed by Katagiri. Which is just N-Wolf's take on very technically challenging Angel Salad.
Yeah, this one's got a couple of maps, already great.
It's like at
this
least
one's also
5.
Yeah, but this one's also another custom for this version. Or just being even more technical than ever before.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, the star rating is incredibly high, is 7.61, which is definitely in line with a lot of the maps that you find with this particular chart. This shouldn't be too far-fetched from what these players will be familiar with. I'm pretty sure these guys have played at least 2, if not 3 maps similar with this song in previous tournaments, but of course, N-Wolf being the strong mapper that he is, his own take may present a very unique set of challenges for these players. And those challenges is something that Taiwan is hoping to find success on.
Alright, big misses coming in for Taiwan. Sepko win on the Luffy.
Oh, Saren has dropped incredibly there.
Gonna see a couple more misses from Japan to get the score lead kind of back to even.
Yeah, Monkey Luffy had an even bigger drop than Saren did.
Yeah, Monkey Luffy's struggling a bit more with these snapping changes and these really fast bursts. Oh, Akumiya with a huge drop there. That's going to be really useful for Taiwan. This is their own pick once again. but Japan have just made such a strong feat for themselves once again.
Yeah, and Kanten is carrying the performance from Japan right now, sitting at a mid 99%, and still on the only full combo in the lobby. He's playing absolutely phenomenally in the first 2/3 of the song, and going into the final section, Kanten hoping to get a great showing here. As the song kicks back up, Monkey does pick up some more misses, and ever so more pushing their scores as far away as they possibly can. Taiwan reaches.
Yeah, that score lead just continuing to extend. Kanten still holding onto the full combo as well, over 99% accuracy as well, coming into the outro as well. Don't want to say anything else.
Well, I mean, we
Okay,
could
there we
say
go.
that Kanten's going to get a full combo. Yeah, this song's incredibly
Kanten gets a
challenging.
full combo. 992k, 19/100s.
Wow. And even Sebgo only got one miss.
Oh no.
Still a very, and that was at the beginning of the song too.
Yeah, look at the combo. It was only about 100 in.
Oh.
Yeah, that is the third break point for Japan, and it's back to their pick. And if they win it, they'll be match point already.
Yeah. So Japan 2 points away from probably one of the most incredible runs in Taiko Cup they've ever had, even within their 10 years of victory. And Japan's going to go with double time 1, Planet Shaper.
Yeah, this will make sense. If I'm remembering correctly, they've done pretty well on the DPs throughout the whole tournament. I could be thinking of the wrong map, but
Maybe.
if you kind of think about it, it's a map that's not terribly dissimilar to what we've just seen. It's you know,
I guess.
roughly the same kind of speed, and really kind of tech heavy, and some of these bursts are very, very quick. So if you just think about the style of map this is, like, it's not that different actually. The main difference though will be, of course, since this is double time, the OD is all over the place. It's much higher than 7 as it suggests at the bottom.
Yeah.
But we have players like Grape T in here, who's kind of known to be the human metronome, so...
And it is that sort of skill that Japan is looking to try and get their 6th point. But, you know, at the end of the day, we have seen Grape T and others pick up some misses before, so even though they're few and far in between, you know, Japan is still human at the end of the day. Hopefully, for Taiwan's sake, that they can find an opening.
So, going to be the first player to pick up some misses.
Because otherwise this will be a very, very long grind. The song is 4.5 minutes long.
Yeah, Monkey D. Luffy picking up a miss of their own. They can snooze the soulful combo for Taiwan. Everyone in Japan holding very, very strong. Grape T at 99.5 with the speed and the accuracy, so really just showcasing his accuracy ability, really.
Yeah. And while Taiwan is continuing to try everything that they can, the only player on the Taiwan side that can even close to Japan right now would probably be Stu, who is good enough to beat both Kodahira and Kanten alone. Like, Great T is still topping the lobby.
Yeah, but we've seen overall very incredible performances from Taiwan so far, but just collectively as a team, they're just not quite able to match Japan collectively as a team. Halfway through the map, score difference of 150k.
And keep in mind, that on a 4-minute map like this, 150k is a lot bigger than it actually looks. So, like, Japan is just cruising through this map so far, which is really unfortunate for Taiwan, because Taiwan would have loved to try to beat Japan on something, but Japan making the correct plays and having the skill to back it up. Although what is a little bit scary is that on a map like this, that no one from Japan has missed yet.
Yeah, we're still looking at a triple full combo.
That is a little bit scary, I'm not gonna lie.
And, of course, the final guy, this stream here, very, very difficult. We'll see if they'll hold.
Oh, Kantan's the only player to pick up a drop.
Everyone from Taiwan breaking the combo though, so Japan are just gonna run away with that lead even more than they already have.
These streams, incredibly close and incredibly tense.
Great T finally using that full combo. Great T though still offer 99% accuracy.
Like I said, very tough to find misses, but misses can and will exist. The entire Japan side getting wiped on that combo. So the Taiwanese side. The incredibly fast speed ups that players have to do on a map like this definitely does result in a lot of combo wipes. But yeah, Japan under 6 points, and Taiwan with the next and very precariously, possibly, their final pick. So, yeah, just looking at the results here, 97% amongst the Japanese side. Stu, only player to keep up. And by keep up, he was barely able to beat Kanten on an individual score. Alright, Taiwan with the next and possibly the final pick as Japan is on championship point.
Yeah, this is potentially Taiwan's last opportunity to take a single point from from Japan rather.
What are they gonna do? Oh, they're gonna go with gimmick. Oh, yes.
All right.
I like this.
They did play the gimmick against Germany, I believe. Let me take a quick look at their score.
Okay. Well, at least we may or may not be ending this on gimmick.
They did get a team score of 2,577,000. So
wait, what?
Not the best score. However, that was yesterday.
And today is a new day, and yesterday was yesterday.
They've had an entire day to practice. They could have just sort of done it on purpose so that Japan wouldn't ban the gimmick. But, you know, gimmick as well has traditionally been a skill set that in past tournaments in past years that Japan has kind of ignored. And teams of lower seeding have been able to actually take points off of Japan from those picks, because they also never really banned them. So, yeah, but Japan, as we have seen this year, have really gotten on top of their gimmicks and perform, you know, at the top of their game on these gimmick maps as well. So it's going to be between Japan, who just, again, absolutely dominant team, and, you know, they put a lot of practice in these gimmicks now. And how much Taiwan were able to improve on their gimmick skills over the last 24 hours. That's what this comes down to.
Luffy was hitting some of those notes a little bit late, but getting the sequence correct, which is pretty important.
Some very, very difficult to read bar lines here. But everyone's holding on.
In fact, Japan still has 2 double S's.
Oh, you and Meow picking up the first miss of the lobby, but just one.
Yeah, if you've never seen this map before, you're in for quite a treat. The bar lines are actually delayed, so they're not even following the bar lines at this point. So, yeah, I know. The bar lines are like...
It's like a whole
pretty much
behind.
early. Yeah. And Japan just hit that perfectly. And so did Taiwan, except for Meow, who picked up a miss on the ninja finishes.
Yes,
Yeah,
now we
Taiko
have some flashes. Everyone's flashes seem to be at different times for some reason. And here we have more bar line gimmicks, but more kind of reading the in-between rather than the actual bar lines themselves.
Yeah. And Saren is the only player left on a double S.
And that's
Man
why
hasn't even picked up a 100.
their worst accuracy is 99.92. Like, how can you compete with that?
Oh, Saren, no! Oh, the double S!
But it's okay for Japan because Monkey Luffy and Yuimiao have picked up a bunch of misses in the same section.
Okay. And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Japan celebrating 10 years of Taiko World Cup dominance by defeating everyone in the tournament without dropping a single point. Congratulations to Japan for winning Taiko World Cup 2023.
It literally cannot get better than that. 2 amazing full combos from Kohira and Hakumiya. And look at Sarah's
Oh, Sarah Golden was 0-100.
0-100s, 5 misses.
Oh, okay.
But
All
we
right,
also
Sarah.
see significant improvement in Taiwan scores from yesterday. So yeah, looks like they knew what they were doing here, and they have very much shown us why they're a team deserving of second place, even if it may not look it from getting 0 points against Japan. The scores that they have output today and throughout the rest of the tournament just shows that once again they've returned as a team that very, very strong and deserving of that podium place.
Yeah, Japan, they've always been a very top team, especially in this 3v3 format. Having a third Japanese player in the ring has made things so much better for their team, and they've just been winning pick after pick, and particularly with the Fremont maps that we've seen all tournament. They've just been able to play at a level that other teams just haven't been able to touch all tournament. And some people accept that at this point. Other people every year try and step up to the challenge, try to rise up to the occasion, and so far no one has managed to break through yet. Which is a bit unfortunate if you're someone who's expecting a bit of a close bout, but do not be afraid, there is always next year. So,
and for all of you here today, we're hoping to see a bit of a closer match and the tiebreaker. We have some good news for you, as we will be doing a showcase of the tiebreaker. We're just waiting to get all of the players in.
yeah. So we're just getting the exhibition set up here. So it will take a couple of minutes.
I guess since we'll be waiting, might as well kind of somewhat round things out. So, of course, the Taiko World Cup is a very big event, and it takes a lot of coordination and work from a lot of people. So, I guess it's just a good idea to say thanks to all the managers, the map pool selectors, the map pool playtesters, the referee, the singular statistician, my fellow commentators, all of our amazing players, and of course the viewers who kind of make it all worth it.
100%. And, especially as we wrap up this year in Taiko World Cup, no matter what happens in the mode, no matter who comes along, no matter who departs from us, no matter where things go between here and the next 12 months, it is definitely one nice thing to see everybody try and put on their best effort for, I guess the biggest, well, not the biggest, but definitely one of the most active tournaments in the Taiko community. So I do like to thank all of the people involved in the staffing and playing side of things. And I hope that most of us make a grand return next year to come out and try and put on yet another phenomenal performance for not only the viewers, but also for the community itself.
Yeah, we hope to come back even bigger and better, and that is just the main goal, to create the best tournament experience possible for everyone involved. But, you know, you might be sitting there feeling sad that the Taiko World Cup of 2023 is now over. But that's not the end of the World Cups for this year, as after this, we're going to be swiftly moving on to the Catch World Cup 2023. Couple of weeks gap, we break for everyone, but then, of course, we'll be very ready to catch some fruit and witness the best of the best.
I don't think that it's actually too long of a break. I believe some of the tryouts are currently taking place as we speak in some of the countries. So I think they're currently in the, I think registration, I don't know if it's closed yet or not.
Registrations have in fact closed. And the qualifier showcase will be on the 7th of May at 14 UTC.
Ah, of course, yes. It's only next week. We're only taking like a 1 week break, guys. We'll be back next week.
So it is. So much
well,
for,
we won't
so
be here
much
next week, but
you'll have a whole new set of experienced casters to entertain you all. But
exactly.
We're not gonna round this out without, of course, showing off the absolutely amazing tiebreaker, which really is just kind of a showcase in just all that Taiko has to offer. We're going to be showing you some of the best players in the world, some of the top level mapping, some of the difficult things you've probably ever seen, and produced by some of the biggest names in mapping, and of course a brand new song custom made for this by Graham, who is one of our amazing featured artists.
Yeah. This has been a really tough map. It has definitely been a tough tournament for a fair amount of the teams in this tournament. We did see yesterday, not only did Taiwan play against Germany on this map, but also we had an all-star match as well between map pullers and some of the top players within the Taiko community, some of whom were players in this tournament. And, you know, we saw it go to tiebreaker twice. And now we're going to be seeing tiebreaker a third and final time to wrap things up.
Yeah, just of course sticking to the rule of 3, of course. But that will mean that every match this weekend for the grand finals will have gone to tiebreaker, which is probably a first as well for Taiko. Well, I guess it's not actually going to tiebreaker, but you know, our match between Germany and Taiwan, for Taiwan to get to this point against Japan, and the second place, getting to that tiebreaker was something I've personally never seen before, and I've been around for quite a few years at this point. So
yeah, I don't
of course,
think
having it come down to the final couple of notes is just, you know, watching that feeling of just still not knowing what way it's going to go after over an hour of matches. Over 13 maps. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, tiebreaker was insane. If you missed it like I did, you should go watch it. It was good. I can't believe that it was as crazy as it is. You will not find another tiebreaker incident like that for easily. You know what? I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna say you're easily not gonna see for another 10 years.
Yeah, I think that's
you will not see another situation like that in
say.
10 years. It's that insane.
But that does mean you have to come back every year for the next 10 years just to make sure.
100%.
Yeah, looks like we're just getting all set up and ready to go to show off this amazing work of art to you all.
Alright. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we're getting things started, I do want to bring up a very interesting statistic, and this is probably one of the funniest statistics that I think Japan and whatnot, for all of their dominance that they've had over the last 10 years in Taiko World Cup, there is still one thing that Japan has never done in Taiko World Cup history, if you can believe it. During a grand final showcase, or at least grand final, like tiebreaker finale showcase, end of exhibition, whatever you may call it, Japan has never had one full combo. The players who have always been on streams every single year since 2017, when grand finals were introduced, they've always missed at some point in the song.
Alright, that's quite interesting, because we have seen some full combos before, but I guess those are just from players that were either not appearing on stream or from another country.
Yeah,
and I guess it was last year with the full combo.
Yeah, so I'm very curious to see if Japan's going to actually be able to get a full combo this year, or will that one tiny achievement that still remains in this game haunt them for another year? We're about to find out.
Surely, this is the 10th year. This is a really big one for them. So, also achieving that would just round everything out so nicely for them.
Oh no, but Kantan has been the first player to miss.
Everyone from Taiwan has also dropped the combos.
And
here as well, it's already only down to Great Team. We're not even a quarter of the way through the map.
Alright. All eyes are on Great Team. You gotta bring it home for Japan.
How many misses did our showcaser get?
That's a good question. I don't remember. Oh,
no. Alright, well, it's over.
It's over.
We tried.
Don't worry, there's always next year. I don't think they're going away from the showcases anytime soon. Oh no.
Well, yeah. I guess that means it just means that we're gonna be seeing Japan next year then. Perhaps the only reason they're coming back is just to achieve that one singular feat of having a full combo in the tiebreaker. But, until then.
Oh, well. Until then, we'll have another 365 days to wait. Keep in mind there are 3 other Japanese players who are playing. If I recall correctly, every single player of both teams is currently participating in this tiebreak. We can only see Great T, Kantan, and Konohiro.
Alright, do we count those as the players for your statistic?
Can I circle back to you on that? I have no idea.
Sure, no problem.
I have no idea. I haven't seen if there were other players from other years. I didn't check it beyond the stream players.
But I think also, just even though this is a showcase, Japan are continually showcasing just their absolute dominance in the world of Taiko. This score lead that they have over Taiwan is absolutely insane. We did see, honestly, something not too dissimilar yesterday, where Germany had about a 200,000 score lead at sort of roughly this point in the map over Taiwan, of which they, of course, came back from towards the end of the map, but I don't think we'll quite be seeing it this time with Japan.
Yeah.
But you never know.
And it is a little bit crazy too, especially when you look at some of the top players in these teams, and you can just you see a map like this where no one's easily FC, and there's still such a skill ceiling for them to climb. Like, you can actually get some sort of a visual representation.
Alright, I've been told that our showcaser got 4 misses on this map.
Oh! I think Great T might actually be doing better than 4 misses. I think. Don't quote me on it. He's probably the only player close enough to a 4 miss.
So, believe it or not, this map is theoretically sealable.
It has already been done, I believe, in practice.
Alright, never mind then.
I think it has. I imagine if it hasn't already been discovered, or at least performed, Japan will probably post about it like they did last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, oh, Great T, he missed on the slowdown. Oh no. He overstreamed.
This absolutely crazy ending. Really fast, the 160, really dense.
But still, this is an incredibly tough song to play. I can probably count probably the 2 digits number of players who can play this quite well. And at least 10 of them are in this lobby. So, yeah.
I'm really looking forward to other modes adapting this song to each of the other game modes as well, and seeing all the crazy stuff that can come up with.
But yeah, there we go. I wonder if there were any FCs in the actual lobby itself between some of the off-stream players, but
there were not.
There were not. Okay.
The lowest miss count was 13 by Grape T, who you saw live on the stream.
Oh well. So that's going to be it for Taiko World Cup. Like I've said, it's been a very phenomenal tournament. I cannot wait to see what players will have in show over the next 12 months. And we can all check up next time around, this time next year.
But yeah, we'll be handing things over to Catch now, and
yep,
we hope that you can all still hang around for that and enjoy that just as much as the Taiko World Cup.
Yeah, so stay tuned everybody for Catch World Cup. They're going to be kicking off their qualifier showcase this time, or at least sometime next week. I believe it'll be up to the Catch guys to get those things sorted. And we all hope that you did enjoy the spectacular event that we've transpired over the last couple of weeks. And yeah, you know, a new year will present new opportunities. And who knows? Congratulations again, once again, to Japan for 10 years in a row of Taiko World Cup victories. And they're going to be hoping to go and push for another 10 more over the course of the next 10 years, but will someone rise up and stop them? We will find out in 12 months' time. So, thank you, everybody, as always, for Taiko World Cup 2023. Teasel, do you want to say anything else before we wrap things up here?
I guess just, yeah, thank you, everyone, for just another great year of the World Cup, and yeah, looking forward to the next 10 years.
Yeah, all the badges, I imagine, will be getting released over the course of the next day or week or two. I don't know how long I don't know how fast they speedrun the badges, but they'll get there eventually. So, yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in to Taiko World Cup 2023. I am Beat4310 along with Teasel, and we will see you all next year as Taiko World Cup concludes.